Despite an internet blackout in Cuba, videos like these have been making their way onto social media. They show how the repressive regime treats its own people as they demand change. Our team coverage continues now with CBS 4's Jessica Vallejo live in Little Havana tonight.
And Jessica, you're seeing some horrifying videos coming out of Cuba.
That's right, Elliot and Lauren. These videos show Cuban people getting beaten brutally and killed on their own streets. And while that internet connection has been cut, these Cuban people wanted you to see these videos and they're asking for help. Happening in Cuba, a protester is being lifted by his fellow Cubans. In Spanish, they are saying to the Cuban military, "You killed him, you are murderers." While CBS 4 cannot confirm their authenticity, this is just one of the many videos posted on social media from the troubled island that appear to show abuses committed by the communist Cuban government against its own people.
Someone needs to do something, whether it's the United States, whether it's fellow Caribbean countries, whether it's Canada, Mexico. Someone needs to help because the people cannot arm themselves against a tyrannical government.
In Miami, Cuban Americans say they can no longer sit back and watch their own people suffer, killed on the streets as they fight for the end of 62 years of communism.
What we're seeing now live because of social media is the reality of what this government is and what they do.
And while the internet connection remains cut in Cuba, some people have found a way to still flood social media with what's happening. They're asking to help them. This video posted on Twitter shows the Cuban police beating a man who was protesting. You hear people screaming in Spanish, "Do not kill him." As police walk away, the man lays motionless on the sidewalk. And since the protest began on Sunday, police are now going into homes and taking teenagers, forcing them to fight against their own people and family. Here, a family begs the authorities to let the teenager go, but they take him away. And in this video, you see young teenagers put in the front lines, blocking protesters. Cubans saying, "Don't be afraid" to them. You hear them saying in Spanish, "Liberate yourself." This woman who just arrived to Miami from Cuba says in Spanish, quote, "It's really bad, but we are hopeful for any sort of help because there is too much suffering. No medicine, no food. Everyone is in the streets. We need some protection, and people need to continue to protest." And while Cuba remains in the streets, so does Miami, standing in solidarity, asking for the U.S. to send them help.
It's not about vaccines. It's not about food. It's about freedom.
And out here in Versailles, many Cuban Americans remain out here standing in solidarity for those Cubans back on the island. I'm at Versailles, Jessica Vallejo, CBS 4 News Tonight.